Now, the next area we're going to get into, they're forecasting how they're going to manage their household. And so what we're trying to get the audience to do is not like, okay, we married now, what are we going to do? You have these discussions prior to. So, simple question, who will manage the finances in the house? Why is that important?
One person needs to be the designated person, the primary financial manager in the family. That's the person that knows what comes in, when it comes in, and what goes out and when it goes out. Needs to be there in order to address what's getting ready to come out.
Now, that doesn't neglect the other person from being involved, but we just have to need one person who's the primary financial manager.
Mm-hmm. And I've seen it done several ways. You either have one financial primary manager, or there are people who switch off.
Okay.
So both of them can be thoroughly involved and thoroughly knowledgeable with what's taking place. You don't never know what can happen.
So what will this primary financial manager be doing?
That's the person that's going to be setting up the automatic payments or writing the checks. You know, if you still write checks, you're going to be going into the account. You're the one who's going to be accounting for the ATM withdrawal if you have a joint account from which your household expenses come from.
Stay right there, because that's so critical. That's so important, because you got a debit card, I got a debit card, and we both taking money out, and then this is where communication comes in. So I got to let you know, look, dear, I pulled out $50 from here. If not, you're talking about something that's going to just wreck your finances. So yeah, somebody got to be overseeing that process.
Who is going to pay the bill? To pay and mail the bills if you're still mailing bills.
Yeah. Who's going to make sure that this payment gets to where it needs to be? Here's the key: on time.
Yeah, and there are practical ways of getting all of this stuff done without making it burdensome.
Right, yeah. You know, some people, they grab to automatic deductions from the account, but still, even that, you still have to have that primary financial manager that's going to make sure that things are deducted from the account when they're scheduled to be deducted. So you'll always have availability of what's in the account. Okay, so you won't overspend. What else will they be doing?
They're going to be the ones sorting the incoming mail to the household. You know, you want to ensure that you don't have mail stacking up in a corner and you are missing bills, and then you get first, second, and third notices and you never knew.
There's a bill in there. Somebody got to know it's in there so we can pay it, because your creditor is not going to accept the excuse, you know, we just forgot the bill was over there. That's not going to work.
Yeah, that's not going to be acceptable.
And then what else will they be doing?
They're going to be monitoring the transactions and activity in the checking account.
Yeah, just overseeing and make sure everything is flowing.
Yeah, making sure that if the mortgage is due on the 10th, that it went out on the 10th and that it has cleared, and you go and you go look at the mortgage company that they got the payment. Right.
That's the primary financial manager. Not saying the other person is over there in the corner totally devoid of what's going on, because like you said, if something would happen to that primary financial manager, the monitoring and all the stuff we talked about still has to go on. So now that person can just step in and not miss a beat. Number two, something we can do to assure that there's no drop off. Everybody's on the same sheet of music at all times. And what's that?
It's have an established weekly or monthly financial meeting to go over the income, budget, and spending trends.
Is that necessary?
Absolutely.
It is necessary. And what we share with couples is you want to do it weekly. And then as you continue to monitor and see how the spending habits are going, you might do it now maybe twice a month or monthly. But you want to have a meeting where you sit down and go over everything. It's to keep each other in the loop.
Absolutely. Do you know how much each other makes before and after taxes?
Why is this important?
Have a clear idea of what's coming in. And if you have sufficient resources to address all of the expenses, the household expenses.
Okay, I make $100,000 every year. Is that before or after taxes? Because again, you know Uncle Sam's going to get his off the top. That $100,000 after Uncle Sam is finished with it could be around $75,000 or $80,000. So that's what you got to work with. That's what you got to manage, not the $100,000. So you need to know how much coming in before or after taxes.